Woman devastated that husband won't sleep with her unless she gets explicit consent. It reads to me like an attempt to control, manipulate, and cow another person. Let's see. Slate's Dear Prudence advice columnist Daniel Mallory Ortberg revealed in a podcast released Wednesday how a woman's attempt at woking her husband to the joys of affirmative consent led to a nightmarish scenario wherein he now refuses to sleep in the same room as his wife, lest she accidentally touch him while they're in bed together. This is how you win the fight. You take their own rules and you take their own rules, you turn them up or you push them to their maximum logical conclusion and turn it against them. This is how you win these fights. Yeah. Just take all of their shit to its logical conclusion and turn it on them. At first, he decided he didn't want to engage in any physical intimacy without explicitly discussing consent and the parameters each time, the advice seeker wrote. And I was on board with that, thinking it would improve our connection. However, he recently decided that he doesn't want to have any physical contact whatsoever without discussing consent first. Oh, God. Eventually, the man moved out of the couple's shared bedroom because he feared non-consensual incidental contact during the night. Now, I wonder, did he really fear this, or was he just taking his wife's bullshit up to its logical conclusion to show her how fucking stupid it is? He also began to refuse any physical contact, including hand-holding, hugs, or kisses. The letter writer described an instance where her husband blew up at her because she tapped him very lightly on the shoulder while he had headphones on, insisting that his wife should have texted him to get his attention before initiating contact. The man said he felt physically assaulted. Eat it, bitch! Playing your own game against you, isn't this hilarious? Yeah, of course, the right of any person not to be touched at any time for any reason overrides anyone else's desire for affection, she wrote. Oh yeah, so now that even though she's having it used against her, she's still trying to rationalize why it's a good thing. But sleeping alone every night and asking my husband if I can hug him is not what I had in mind for our marriage. Well, boo-hoo, bitch, you're the one who poisoned it. So, fuck you. Yeah, say, gotcha, bitch. That's right. That's the situation we're in. Check and mate. Damn, this is some good shit, man. The couple is on a months-long waiting list to receive marriage counseling. Yeah, I think you'd be better off just breaking up now, honestly. Ortberg was disturbed by the behavior of the advice-seeking woman's husband, which he rejected as a true representation of what the language of consent looks like. No, that is exactly what it is. What that man is doing is exactly the end game that you'll get with this whole affirmative consent shit. Exactly! Instead, he said the woman's description of her husband's actions resembled a parody of what a troll thinks consent is. Oh, at least they're realizing that they've turned into parodies of each other. At least they're realizing it. While not outright dismissing the notion that the man might be suffering from some latent trauma that could be treated through therapy, Ortberg was skeptical. This does not read to me like someone who is currently trying to work through trauma and is panicked, he said. This reads to me like an attempt to control, manipulate, and So now that this whole consent shit is being used on you, it's suddenly an attempt to control, manipulate, and cow another person? Really? So what was it when she was doing it to him, huh? Huh? I wonder. He is attempting to turn your marriage into an incredibly tense, fraught place where you feel like you have to ask his permission to hold hands. And what was she trying to do to him? And that feels like a real red flag, because that absolutely could get pretty emotionally fucked up pretty fast. Yeah, I think at this point, you really should just stop. The concept of affirmative consent has become ideologically fraught in recent years. Regressive and feminist advocates argue the structural power imbalances between men and women in a patriarchal society necessitates a yes means yes model for sexual encounters. Meanwhile, critics notice it's going to end up like this. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. Hold them to their own standards. That's the best way you can show them how fucking stupid they are.